And the important matter here is that there's a lot of women that are single and a lot of men that are single, and we need to get down to the nitty-gritty of why is that. And also, hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today it's gonna be kind of a special video because it's probably the beginning of a lot of reaction videos, and it's very important conversation that we need to have, and this is mainly for the woman. Also, it's important that men listen to this too, because it's important to be part of this conversation, understand both sides of the argument. But I'm making this to clarify certain things because I know there's a lot of controversial about, Pearl and what she says, and I do have some pointers to make about that. I'm not trying to, if you're new here and stuff, I don't want you to think that I'm like just trying to defend anyone. Where I'm trying to focus here on the important matter. And the important matter here is that there's a lot of women that are single and a lot of men that are single, and we need to get down to the nitty-gritty of why is that. And also, because I guess one of the things that I wanted to say was that, if you're a woman and you're straight, you want to get a man, you like the idea of, having a happy relationship, being in love. Like I'm married, and it doesn't matter how many accomplishments I have or anything that I have accomplished in regards to like living a comfortable, successful life or whatever it is that people, achieve. Like I live pretty comfortable. I have achieved things that I never thought could be possible. But if I could trade everything and just keep one good thing in my life, that would be my husband and those special little moments that we share on a daily basis. I feel like being in love and being in this wonderful relationship that I am with my husband is the most like amazing experience. I don't feel like there's any trip, any kind of adventure or money or luxury that I have been able to be fortunate enough to acquire that could really match what I have with my husband, what being in love really is all about, and why that just matters so much. And I just feel like a lot of people a lot of women don't want to understand this. They want to think, I feel like many women just want to really believe that it's a whole group of people the problem, and it's not them individually. And I feel like this just happened to many of us. By the way, I forgot to introduce myself. For those who don't know me, my name is Francesca. Welcome, and thank you for logging back in or clicking on the video. And if you're new, welcome. Thank you. I hope you guys enjoy what I'm going to be talking about. It's going to be a lot that I'm going to be informing, because I feel like a lot of these content creators, they're just not clear with a lot of, like, they get sidetracked on all these arguments. And one of the things, for example, I noticed that a lot of them are young. A lot of them are really young. Like Pearl, she's still really young, and I do see that some of her points are like she's being this man defender, and some of the things that she says, like I do see how they can be problematic or they can be taken like really wrong and offensively. But when okay, where do I start? Okay, first of all, I feel like she's trolling. Like honestly, I feel like she does and says all those things just for clickbait. First off, I don't really think she honestly believes, wants to be little woman or think the woman are the worst. But she does say some things that I feel like either she doesn't really believe that, she's just trolling, or she's just probably just thinking about a particular type of woman. I come from a place where feedback and teasing is brutal. So I have a thick skin when it comes to, I don't take things personal. So I don't, it's more about if the shoe fits, right? So if Pearl, for example, was to go ahead and say, well, there's a statistic showing that there's a 50% chance that Latina woman might be cheated by their husband, for example. I feel like the reaction from a lot of women is like, oh my God, no, it's not. That is so not true. I've been with my man, he has never cheated on me. He's like, no, that is not true. You're just a Latina hater, da. But me, the way I take those kinds of statements, I don't take it as a like, oh my God, what is she saying? Just because Latina, my husband is gonna cheat on that. No, I will never take something like that. It's stupid to take it like that. It's like, you have to understand how these people, like, be able to understand how different people communicate and try to find clarity and not get lost in the little tiny details and just more like try to connect, right? That's really important. So what I will think, it'll be all like, oh, is that right? Well, I will want to know, why is that? What is the reason behind it? There's always a reason behind things. I mean, if these statistics are actually in fact real, then there has to be something for it. And that doesn't necessarily mean that it's gonna happen to me. Or I would like to know, like, okay, what is it I am doing different? Because I know my man is not cheating on me. I know my man is really faithful. We have a great relationship. And even if somebody came and told me, like, I wouldn't believe it, because I know how my man is. Like, certain things is like, that's out of character, right? Well, that's never gonna happen to me. But let me see what I'm doing differently. Or why is that I'm one of the Latinas that's not happening to, that other Hispanic women are not doing. That's what I would think. And if I was to be in a position where, like, I might be thinking that my man is cheating on me, then I would also want to know why. Why is that is happening? Be like, oh, well, yeah, I am a Latina woman, and in fact, I do feel that sometimes my man, I have the feeling that my man could be cheating on me, or my man has cheated on me. So why is this happening to Latinas? So I would want to know the reason why, so it could help me, so I can fix the situation, so I can do something about it, versus it being all like, see, it's because we are the ones that always get cheated on, and because, like, men that marry Latinas, or all Hispanic Latino men are just trash, and that's just, like, they're just bad people, and we are the victims. We are the, we do everything right, and they just, they are the problem. Like, if you think your life is never going to change, your problem is never going to be solved if you just get defensive like that. I don't know why. Maybe people on social media are just very, like, spicy and get offended about everything. That's problematic. That's so problematic. I hate that word. So we're gonna be reacting to quite a few videos. There's another one that I just came across today from Salim Tovar. She made, of course, now everybody's taking advantage of the fact that this girl Pearl, she just got so popular and is getting, like, all these girls offended because she calls them hoes, I mean, I don't see, and she calls them whales. Like, I don't see the need of calling like these hoes, somebody that had a high body count, or I don't know if I'm a hoe, but I kissed a lot of guys. I kissed so many guys. I loved kissing guys.
Hi guys, I just wanted to clarify that although I do believe that she is most of the time trolling people for high purposes, I don't think it really helps her being taken very seriously when she refers to people in that manner, even if it's people that don't have the best morals in life. Many times these girls don't really understand the repercussions of their actions and are either very ignorant or naive. Nevertheless, they are the ones that could really benefit from the information that she gives on her show. So my advice is that just to not take her words too personal and just focus on the message.
Not even like 5% of the guys I kiss, like, I will sleep. Like, the guys that I actually am sleeping with, they will have to be my boyfriends, or they would have to be somebody that I was really, really into, whatever. I was young and stupid too, so I did make some mistakes. But the point is that disgusting, disgusting if I were to sleep with all the guys that I kiss. Like, some guys are such pigs, and it's so important to know, like, who is actually gonna enter your temple. So that's something I always value, to be all like, okay, I like you, but you gotta be more than just cute to, you know what I'm saying? Like, get this, because you also have to think about, like, the guy you're gonna marry, they don't have to know exactly everything that happened in your past, but there is repercussions, and there's things in your memory that are going to, like, mind fuck you a little bit. And also, like, there's so much more. I don't want to get into it right now. Definitely, I wouldn't call girls that been through a stage of, like, girls go through stages, hormones, they make you a little wild at times. Girls like me who have, like, a lot of personality, like, we can get a little bit intense, and yeah, like, we're just humans at the end of the day. And a lot of these girls could be offended, be like, it shouldn't matter. it does matter, but there's no reason to put girls down that men. It is important to have this into account, to acknowledge the fact that can always be aware to be like, okay, I fucked up, and I feel like most men will understand that. But if you just go around just sleeping around, the next guy, it's only gonna hurt you. It's only gonna hurt you. Your future man might never find out, but there's a lot of things that Pearl says that I feel like it's important to take what helps you, kind of like take into account and keep in mind, and just kind of like whatever you've been doing so far that hasn't been working out for you. If you're still single, just stop doing that. Take advice from this girl, and this could help you change a little bit the things that haven't been working so far. You know, there's the statistics for a reason. There's, you know, interviews about men, what they feel, what they like, all those things for a reason. I wish I would have seen this when I was younger. I wish I would have seen all these things and be all like, oh, so I guess, you know, me doing this is something guys like, you know, like I would take all this feedback. Like the best thing you can do in life is learning how to take advice. If you know how to take advice, and you know how, when you learn how to follow advice and know how to use it to your advantage to be able to correct certain behaviors that may not be the best ones to have, it's like none of us are perfect. We're not. Some people just they feel like they just really defend the way they are because they're afraid to recognize that they made a mistake or they fucked up or they've done something wrong. And it's kind of like, no, a lot of us make mistakes. Don't worry about what some of your family members might judge you for. It doesn't freaking matter. We all been through situations where like there's a lot of things that I did, and my parents to this day sometimes they just throw it at me, and I'm like, are you freaking serious? You're still on that? Like I was a fucking teenager and I was going through shit. Like, bro, you know, like I did what I did because I was in the wrong state of mind at that time. Leave me, let that fucking go. Like, why are you still drilling me over a mistake that I made when I was young? Like, what the hell? But, you know, everybody's their own thoughts. So you should just know that like I fucked up and I'm not that person anymore. And that's what matters about growing from your mistakes. Not just getting offended every time somebody talks about something that might have been you at one point in your life, or that might be you right now, you know, but it's just like, okay, then don't be that. Change that, because that is, whether you want to hear or not, that's still what people are thinking. So that's something you want to keep in mind. So let me go ahead and play this little first part of this video. I want to clarify a little bit about what Pearl is actually saying.
Masculine trait is not being able to bond with men through sex, because women tend to bond with men through sex unless they've slept with a lot of people, then they don't.
Why we don't just think about that a woman can enjoy sex as a man, like
I can taste your words.